What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming to another RTE detailing channel. And look, the clouds are blessing us with some shade. It's because I'm right here with the homie Sebastian with
Vanguard Mobile Detailing.
And what areas do you service?
The IE and surrounding cities.
And right here, Sebastian, he's been detailing since 2023, but you're a weekend warrior. And today, you're gonna see the struggles of growing a detailing business. Because what did you say was one of your biggest issues?
Finding clients, new clients.
Finding new clients. So we're gonna see what Sebastian is doing, what's working, what's not working, a little bit about his setup, and a little bit about his packages and prices in case you want to support. But let's get started. All right, Sebastian, we're not gonna say no specific names, but what do you do as a day job?
I'm a driver.
Delivery driver.
Delivery driver.
Hey, bro, you know what you gotta do?
What's that?
You gotta pass out the business cards on your route.
I do.
Nah, you're
I
gonna
do,
get fired. You're gonna get fired.
They don't know, but I do.
All right, man. So, first question is, what made you start detailing business in 2023?
I was talking with the homie on the phone, doing my job, driving around, and me and him always go back and forth like, hey, we got to start a business. And we were talking, and I turned onto a street. I look over, there's a guy out of his pickup truck detailing the car, and I was like, I could do that. So I got out, talked to him for a few minutes, asked him, what his prices are and, how long it usually takes him. Told me everything I needed to know. From there, I went home, did a lot of research, a lot of YouTube videos. I found you on YouTube, recording detailers. I found other detailers, making videos and stuff. Just from there, I made a big old cart. When I was ready, hit buy now. Everything got shipped to the house. And, it didn't look like this when I started. I had a lot less stuff, but now, I built it to what it is now.
All right, Sebastian. So, pretty humble setup right there.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
How much did you spend, roughly?
When I first started or now, with everything?
Oh, so you upgraded over time?
Oh yeah, 100%.
So give me the steps. What did you start with and what were the upgrades?
So I first started with a 4,500 watt Predator, not inverter, really loud, really big, really heavy, 127 pounds. That took up like half the space here. I had the vacuum and my water tank and just a few chemicals here and there. So I think in total, a little over $2,000 from when I started to now.
All right, man, all right. Look at the security guard back there, man.
I know, are they looking?
They stopped. Hey, you ever been kicked out of a spot?
Yes and no. I know the security guard in the place I was working, so he's like, you know what? Just finish what you gotta do and then dip out. He's like, I'm not gonna give you a hard time because I know him. But other than that, no, I haven't been kicked out.
All right, man, all right. Now, let me ask you. You're new to the detailing game.
Yeah.
You got inspired by the detailers.
Yeah.
Was it what you were expecting? Or did a lot of people leave out stuff that you wish you would have known?
The biggest thing I wish I would have known was how hard it would be to get new clients. You're out there, people drive by, hey, you got a business card, how much you charge? Not everyone can afford a detail, or not everyone wants a detail. They just want a quick wash. A lot of people, I'll just take it to the drive-through car wash at the gas station. It's gonna scratch your car. They don't care about that, and I'm like, you know what? That's on you, so.
And what have you tried? I know friends and family,
yeah,
business cards, anything else, or you're trying to figure that out?
I'm trying to figure it out, but I also do posts on Instagram. I don't have a business website yet, but I do have Instagram that I post on there, because I'm only available Saturday and Sunday, or sometimes throughout the week. If someone needs me, I'll take time off of work to do that. But for the most part, it's mostly Instagram. Here's my availability Saturday, Sunday, and if it works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't.
All right, man, you're still new to the detailing business.
Yeah.
How do you feel about discounts or changing your prices to get a customer? Are you flexible, or you're like, you know what, my prices are my prices? How do you feel about it?
In the beginning, my prices were really low. I was undercutting myself a lot, and then I looked at other detailers and see what they were charging, and I was kind of in the same ballpark as them. Some things I was charging way less, some things I was charging way more. So I moved my prices around a little bit to match what other people were charging. It's funny you bring it up. A couple weekends ago, a lady pulled up next to me and she asked me how much I charged, and I told her, and she's like, "Is that your final price?" And I'm like, "The price is the price. If you don't like it, take it to the car wash, find another detailer. It's a saturated market. There's a lot of detailers out there. Drive around. I'm sure you'll find another one." And I was like, oh, I hope I don't get her as a client, because I know she's gonna be that picky one, like, oh, there's a speck of dust here, and you missed here. So, you'll get those kind of clients like that. Everyone thinks it's just a car wash. And I'm like, it's not just a car wash. Car wash take it to the drive-thru or take it to the one where they wash through the tunnel. Their priority is getting that car in and out as quick as possible because they have 20, 30, 40, 50 more cars that are going to be coming through in the next hour, 2 hours. They don't wash good in your wheel wells. They don't get in your wheel wells. They just hit the outside, the face of the wheel. They just wipe it really quick and they just rinse it off and out you go. The inside, I've seen them use the same rag for the windows, for the dash, for everything. And I'm like, you have to have different towels for everything. You can't just have one towel for everything, the same spray for everything. You can't do that. I've noticed the windows are streaked when I get home, when I used to get car washes like that. So I'm not really into that, but I do have to educate people a lot of the time because they don't know the difference between a detail and a car wash.
All right, Sebastian. So we're going to talk about packages. What are your top 3 common ones? I know you have several.
Yeah.
But what are the top 3?
Top 3 would be my premium, my deluxe, and my clay and seal. First package is the premium detail. It consists of the interior. I always take care of the interior first, so I do a wipe down. I vacuum, I throw any trash that's lingering around. If you have a trunk, I vacuum your trunk, wipe down all interior surfaces, streak-free interior windows, streak-free exterior windows. Also on the inside, take care of your floor mats or your weather mats. I wash or condition them. On the exterior, I do a full hand wash. Before that, I do a pre-wash or pre-soak of your vehicle, get all the dirt off so I'm not, scratching your paint with all the dirt that doesn't come off with the water. I do a deep clean of your wheels and tires. I finish your trim off with trim dressing to make it shine, and I finish off with a paint protectant sealant, and I clean inside your gas cap compartment. A lot of detailers miss that, and I also remove your license plate and clean your license plate and underneath your license plate because a lot of dirt gets stuck back there, and a lot of detailers miss it or they don't take it off, but I want to make sure the full exterior of your car is clean. Second package is going to be a clay and seal. Same thing on the inside, kind of a full wipe down, a vacuum, streak-free windows. On the outside, we get a little bit more concentrate on the outside since it is a clay and seal. So we do a pre-soak on the vehicle, get all the dirt off. We do a deep clean of the wheels and the tires. We clean your gas cap compartment again. After the contact wash, we start off with an iron decontamination. Then we do a clay bar treatment, and then we finish it off with a ceramic spray sealant. We do a trim dressing again, brighten up your trim so it doesn't look so dull. We remove your license plate again to make sure we're cleaning the actual license plate and behind the license plate, both on the front and the back of the vehicle as well. Third package is going to be the deluxe detail, which is basically the premium and the clay and seal combined. So everything that's in both the premium and the clay and seal, it's basically like a full interior detail, minus like the carpet shampooing, seat shampooing, leather treatment, and all that. And to finish up the interior, we put paper floor mats, and we finish off with an air freshener spray by Ultra Clean Chemicals. So it's either, right now I have strawberry or new car.
What do people usually pick?
New car.
New car?
100%, yeah. I don't think it lasts as long as like the little trees or something, like some other kind of air freshener you can put in there, but the scent's a lot stronger because it's a spray instead of the scent having to come off the thing. So.
You know what, that little tree, bro? Gives me headaches.
A little bit, huh? Depending what scent you get.
Now, because you mainly detail on the weekends, do you offer maintenance or you just try focusing on the bigger packages?
I try to focus on the bigger packages, but I also do try to get maintenance clients as well.
What do you like doing more? Maintenance or full details?
Oh man, full details bring in the money at that point, but maintenance clients are the ones that actually keep the detailers going because you're getting consistent money over and over and over again. Yeah, it's cool to get, X amount of dollars right now, big old stack of cash, but in the long run, on the maintenance, you're gonna make a lot more money.
How did you learn how to detail? And we know you to university, but trial and error? Did you work under somebody? Did you take any trainings? What's your experience so far?
When I first started, my first detail was one of my old customers on my old delivery route, and her wife. She's like, I got a Tacoma and I got a Hyundai. I need you to come take care of them. Cool. I had a 20-foot hose that wouldn't reach from the pressure washer to the end of one of the cars, so I had to move their car up really good, really close. I had no idea what I was doing. I was on YouTube watching. I was like, how do I do this? How much soap do I use? I didn't have any measuring. I had nothing. So I was just playing it by ear. I mean, it worked out. The cars came out looking great. I thought I had forgot the window cleaner spray. I told her, hey, I'll come back and do it another day. But I was looking through my car and, there it was. And I was like, hey, you know what? I got it. So I was like, that would have been bad if it was a real client, someone I didn't know. Hey, I forgot this. I can't complete your car. I'm sorry, this and that. But a lot of trial and error. And I'm still not, the best that I know I can be. But, every car I work on, I'm getting there.
All right, man. Last question. Tell us your goals, your plans, your vision for the detailing? Is it just a side hustle to make some extra money, or do you have other ideas?
Right now, it's just kind of a side hustle because I only do it on the weekends, but eventually I want to get out of this, either get a van, get a truck, get my car back, to a family car so I can put my kids in there instead of putting everything in my wife's car. But it's just to grow the business, make it from a side hustle into, a full-grown business, making X amount of dollars a year where I can afford to not, have to work, for the man. I can be the man I work for.
So there you guys have it. Sebastian, 2 years in the game. 2 years in the game or 1 year in the game?
Almost 2 years. It's October.
Almost 2 years. And he's going through what a lot of detailers go through when they first start, but he's only going to continue growing. But Sebastian, someone wants to show support, they want a detail, where can they reach you at?
My Instagram, Vanguard Mobile Detailing, or Vanguard_Mobile Detailing. That's all I have.
All right. Hey, hit him up on Instagram. I'm going to put his links in the description down below. And if you like this detailing content, you want to see more, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.